Aquarius. My name is Maria Indigo Earth. I'm here to do a general reading for you, our air signs Aquarius. Thank you for coming into the channel. It's good to have you here. I also want to welcome in your cross watchers. Cross watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your person. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. Please remember that energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction or the meaning of the message as it relates to your personal situation. Messages coming through for you, Aquarius, should reflect some aspect of your current situation, but it doesn't have to reflect the whole thing. Or it could just confirm an inner knowing, something that you've kind of known all along. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, you don't have to try to make it fit. It just might mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. I will have an extended, though, at the end of this reading. The link to that is in the description box below. We'll dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up in your reading. Those zodiac signs are about personal connections, intimate connections, relatives, friends, best friends, circle of friends, or they could be somewhat of background players as well. Work associates, colleagues, your significant other's circle of friends, your significant other's relations. So just keep that with you as we go through the reading, and we will get started for you here. This is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Messages for those watching, please. All right, here we go. So the overall energy for the reading, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This could have something to do with work. It could also have something to do with what you're putting your time and your effort into. So let's see what's going on. What's happening here? We have the Four of Wands, we have the Tower, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Well, there's something in your life that you wanted stability, something that maybe you had hope for, something that was going to be long-term, something that was going to kind of change the direction of your life. It may not have happened the way you wanted it to. There could have been an abrupt change, or, you know, the Tower doesn't always have to be negative. There could have just been something that happened that set you on a different course, that maybe put you on a path of different people, meeting different people, or growing in a different direction. So let's see why this is happening. Why is this happening? We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. This is about learning how to trust yourself and depend on yourself. This is about learning how to follow your intuition. This is learning about how to listen to those nudges, those inklings that show up in your life, that kind of maybe send you in a different direction. You can see this very well. I'm trying to lay the cards out so you can see them. But this is about learning how to trust your own guidance. Believe in yourself. That's why this is showing up. So whatever direction you were heading in, where you thought that things, you know, this is going to be a life-changing event, something that was going to, you know, set you on a different course, didn't go the way that you had anticipated it. But it looks like it's sending you in a direction here towards, you know, really building your tribe, working with other people, collaborating. And this may have happened suddenly for you, but we're going to get more clarity on that. So let's see, you know, how do you work with these energies now? How do you attain what it is you wanted to attain here? We have the Lovers, we have the Magician, and we have the Four of Pentacles. There could be a significant connection or relationship in your life that's very meaningful to you. You're very much aware of it. And there's, maybe this provides you with some sort of stability here. It gives you some sort of grounding. It helps you to kind of stabilize yourself. Whether this is an intimate connection or this is a connection with friends or a connection with a sibling, a parent, or something like that. I think it helps you to be able to understand the own aspects of your own energy, the own aspects of your own ability to create what's meaningful and what's purposeful in your life. Because there's something here that you want to master, right? Eight of Pentacles. There's something here that you really want to put your time and your effort into. And maybe what was putting your time and your effort into wasn't meant on the right path for you. So learning how to trust your own guidance, take things slowly, move one step at a time, be in the moment, is really going to help you kind of get in touch with those intuitive nudges. This could be building a connection with yourself as well, so that you can create what you want. This is where you find your stability. So let's find out what this Four of Wands is. What was this life-changing event here? What's going on for you, Aquarius? So clarify the Four of Wands here. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Moon. This looks like this could be about a connection, but it doesn't have to be. But there was something I think that you were very excited about that really, could have been a new beginning in love. And it didn't seem to go in the direction that you wanted it to go. There were probably some hidden aspects here that you were unaware of. Maybe there was some dissatisfaction here. Maybe you were disappointed. Maybe you were all geared up that this was going to be really take you, there was going to be a commitment, long-term commitment. Things were really going to change. And there was something here that wasn't out in the open, so to speak. So let's find out what this Tower is. So clarify what the Tower is for our Aquarius, please. We have the Hermit, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. I think there was something that came out here, it looks like kind of suddenly. Maybe, this was hidden from you or it wasn't discussed, or maybe you had an inkling about this, but something got recognized here. Maybe through, the initial stages of the relationship, or the initial stages of the, maybe you started a new job that you really thought was going to take you, set your world, your path on a different path here. But something here, there was some unknown aspect going on here. And I think it got recognized. Some kind of truth came out that just kind of sent this on a different mission, set you in a different trajectory here than the trajectory that you were going. And maybe you've had to ask for help, or maybe you've had to rely on some people to kind of help you out. Or maybe there was somebody that, gave you this information within your circle of friends that you found out about it. maybe deep down inside you had already kind of had an inkling about this, whatever this was. But let's find out what the Knight of Pentacles is, because why is this happening? What is this trying to show you? Queen of Swords, the World, and the King of Cups. I think some clarity came in here about, there was some trust, issues with some trust here. Maybe you weren't trusting your own inclinations. Maybe you weren't trusting, maybe you were waiting for something to be revealed. Maybe you kind of knew that something was off here, Queen of Swords, but you just needed clarity to change the direction of this. I think that, you had a lot of high hopes and devotion here to this situation. Maybe you were hoping that it wasn't true. I think that you had a lot of emotional value tied up into this situation or this connection, this relationship. But there's something about the fact here that, you needed to trust yourself and listen to your gut instincts here. That maybe you didn't really need this confirmation. But whatever it was, it definitely set things in a different trajectory here for you. So let's find out what the Queen of Pentacles is. Maybe you needed some kind of outside assurance or some kind of your guidance. Five of Swords. You had the King of Swords and the King of Wands here. I'm going to take both of those since they wanted to pop out. I think there was something going on here that kind of like, you kind of knew something was off, but maybe you weren't listening to it. How you felt wasn't really matching up with what was going on the outside in the situation. Maybe you were trying to not want to confront it. Maybe you were trying to not want to, maybe hoping that it'll just, pass itself by. But there was warring going on the inside here. And at some point you weren't trusting your own guidance. And so I think, you got the King of Swords here and the King of Wands. Those are two very opposing energies, yet they're both kings. So they're both kind of know-it-alls. They have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. And, maybe you were up against somebody who was very colorful, very charismatic, very, the King of Wands can be somebody who's kind of here today, gone tomorrow. They have all kind of the answers that you need. But I think that you saw something very clearly here, because we got the King and the Queen of Swords. Like some kind of information came through, and maybe that's what you were waiting for before you decided to make a decision on this and move forward. And this seems to be like it was a deciding factor for you. So let's find out what the High Priestess is. Look at this. We got the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands in what life is trying to show you. There's definitely some wisdom and some knowledge being gained here. You got two opposing energies in here too. When you got Temperance, right? Emotion with expression. trying to balance the two. And I think that there was some kind of battle going on within you on what your mind was telling you, and, you know, kind of this passion and this drive and this desire that you felt towards this connection. Maybe you were mistaking passion for love, and you didn't see that clearly. So clarify the High Priestess, please. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Empress, and we have the Nine of Cups. Well, you've got the Empress and the High Priestess here. So that's definitely about listening to your inner knowing and your inner intuition. You know, I think that you really had hoped for or wanted things to turn out really, you know, in a beautiful way for you. You know, your happiness, your joy. But there was something inside of you that was kind of like telling you, this isn't it. This doesn't feel right. There's something missing here. There's something's not known. And it wasn't known so that you could listen to your gut instincts here and trust exactly what it is that you were feeling. But I think maybe emotions were getting in the way. You know, you were thinking about it, you were kind of looking at it, you were waiting for some clear answers to come through. Maybe you were praying about this as well to get some kind of direction or some kind of knowledge here, to just kind of confirm kind of what you had already known to be true anyway. So how do you work with these energies? Because the Eight of Pentacles can be about mastering something as well. And it looks like you're learning how to master your gut instincts here. So, because you got the Magician. The Magician is the manifester. So the Lovers, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Tower, and we have the Three of Swords. There might be some ego at play here, as well as like some sort of perfectionism coming through. I think you might just have to roll with these changes because, you know, the connections that are coming up in your life are kind of showing you something that maybe what you considered to be working or what you considered to be idealism, the ideal partner or the ideal connection or the ideal kind of like idea of love may not be working for you here. And they're showing up in your connections. This could be in your intimate connections, or it could just be in connections in general. Because you're manifesting something here. You're manifesting here that this is kind of similar to the Libra reading, but it seems to be a little less on perfectionism and more on listening to your gut instincts here for maybe some hidden subtleties that are just kind of rising up inside of you. So let's see what the Magician is. We have the World, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have Strength. So this could be about rolling with the changes a little bit here, Aquarius. And really looking at what you're manifesting in your life in order to kind of change the direction here, because there might be some kind of illusion here. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But there's some kind of illusion here that is being like suppressed down. It's not being looked at the way that it needs to be looked at. Because you got strength here. And strength is about expression. This is Leo energy. Maybe the door, you know, some door here wasn't closed completely. I don't see the Six of Cups coming in here anywhere. But, you know, I do see that we have the Tower. So something keeps like building up and going down, and building up and going down, and building up and going down. I mean, if it doesn't feel right to you, it's not like you need proof. If there's something warring inside of you, because this is about learning how to trust yourself and to take things very slow. You know, maybe you want this connection to be something that it just isn't. And you're not really rolling with what's happening here, rolling with the changes, so to speak. Because if the Tower is showing up here in, you know, how you navigate through these energies, and the Tower is showing up here in what's happening, that's telling me that the door hasn't been shut yet. And we got the World here. And you got the Manifestation card. So something here is like you're driven. You know, you're driven for this complete and utter happiness. And you know, which is nothing wrong with that. But, you know, what type of connections then keep showing up that aren't providing that for you? Are you trying to fix something in somebody else? Are you trying to fix somebody else to make your dreams come true? Or to, you know, maybe you think that you can fix this person, or you can get them to change their mind, or you can get them to, you know. So let's see what the Four of Pentacles is, because there's something here that's either you're not quite able to release it yet, or you're still holding on to it. Maybe it could be a belief. Maybe it could be a way of doing things. Maybe it could be how you handle something. Maybe it could be the way that you're looking at a situation, you know, feeling like you have a lot of devotion and passion here, when it really could just be a lot of, you know, fiery, passionate energy here. Could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but we have the King of Cups, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Devil. I think you're wanting to win either somebody over, or you're really wanting for this connection to evolve itself, or to bring itself around in the way that you want it to be brought around. Yeah, well, this guy jumped out, the Chariot. Like, there's a lot of will and determination here to make this happen, whatever this is. And something here isn't being seen in its correct light. Something here isn't being seen in its correct light. And I think you're getting the nudges and the urgings to trust yourself in this situation. But your mind and your passion might be taking over the emotional aspects, because you want that Nine of Cups. You want that happiness. This is the driving force inside of you. Can this person deliver? Could be dealing with a Cancer. Is this driven by ego? Is this driven by wanting what you want when you want it? Is this driven by the fact that, you know, somebody wants to win here? Remember, feel free to swap around the energies as needed. But there's a driving force here. And there's a need, some kind of need here to be able to win over a situation or win over a person. This might be infringing on somebody else's free will as well. But when you got the devil here showing up, that tells me that there's some kind of falseness showing up here. You got it with the moon and the tower. So if things keep falling apart, you might have to roll with that change. Because I don't know if you're doing the Humpty Dumpty, fell off the wall, Humpty Dumpty, the great ball, trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Humpty Dumpty might have to put their own self back together while you work on putting yourself, in a position where you're really trusting and listening to your guidance and getting clear understanding of what your inner guidance is trying to tell you. So let's look at who's showing up here for you. I think I got just about everybody here for you. Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces again, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Scorpio again, Cancer, Leo, Virgo and Gemini, the world. We got Capricorn and Aquarius again. We've got Capricorn. So I'm going to look at those signs in the extended. We'll get some more information on them. Think things through. Again, Aquarius, you might have to look at the reality of the situation coming in. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck and waddles like a duck, it's probably not an elephant. So I will be over at the extended. This is what I have for you this week, Aquarius. I hope this helps. For those of you going on, the link to that is in the description box below. And until next time, Grand Rising. Bye-bye.